A whistleblower has just come forward about the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation and confirmed what we all knew was true. He's a former Green Beret who was hired as a security contractor for the GHF, a U.S. Israeli-backed aid organization, if you can call it that, which has killed 1,000 Palestinians at least since they began distributing food. And his name is Anthony Aguilar. He just testified in front of Congress, and he's going on shows to tell the world the truth of what is happening. He describes mass shootings by Israeli troops and U.S. contractors at these aid distribution sites. He calls them rampant war crimes. He describes how these aid camps have been set up in the middle of active combat zones, surrounded by what is known in Gaza as red zones, where it's shoot to kill anyone on sight. He shares this heartbreaking story of this little boy named Amir, who walked nearly 12 kilometers without water to try to get some scraps of food. And at this camp, this little boy, Amir, walked up to Anthony and kissed his hand, kissed him on the face. And as he walked away, Anthony witnessed Israeli troops gun him down. Gun him down. Anthony describes how at every single aid distribution done by the GHF, they start shooting to signal the end of the distribution. They start shooting into crowds of Palestinians. They use stun grenades and tear gas and pepper spray to drive them off. There's this video he shares of his fellow mercenary hired by the GHF who shoots a Palestinian on camera, and when somebody tells him, "I think he's dead," he goes, "Hell yeah." These are unarmed civilians. And Anthony exposed that everything done by the GHF is under the direction of the IDF. The IDF tells them everything to do. This is credible first-hand testimony from someone on the ground who worked as a security contractor. His story aligns with all the reports we've been seeing about the horrors that the GHF and the IDF are doing to Palestinians in Gaza. This matches Israeli soldiers who have come forward about Operation Salted Fish, which is the name in Israel in Hebrew. It's like the rough translation of their red light, green light game. Remember Squid Game? And it describes how the soldiers are shooting across these open, raised fields that have been created by bombs in Gaza that Palestinians have to cross to get to these aid camps. And how, they shoot and the Palestinians all duck or stop or freeze. And then they, after a while, begin moving again, and the Israeli soldiers pick more of them off again, and they scatter and start crawling again. It's the most inhumane story, and it doesn't sound real, so you should look this up to know for yourself that this is what Israel is doing. There's a study that actually came out from Ben Gurion University, which is located in Israel, that dives into the data surrounding the GHF camps and determines that it is simply a tool of Israel's Operation Gideon's Chariots, which seeks to concentrate the Palestinians into the areas that Israel wants them to be in preparation for ethnic cleansing. Right now, Israel is carrying out this operation. They're taking over as much of Gaza and concentrating the Palestinians into, it's literally a concentration camp. Like, they're going to send Palestinians out. They're going to kick them out, ethnic cleansing. It's the stated plan of the Israeli government. No human being should be treated like this. Palestinians are human beings. Aid needs to be flooded and delivered directly to them. They should not be forced to walk kilometers in the heat without water and under the threat of being sniped by Israeli soldiers to get a little bit of aid, so then they have to make the trip all over again in a few days. We've been distributing food every single day in Gaza in refugee camps. We've distributed tens of thousands of meals, and you can help our efforts to do so by going to the link in my bio to our fundraiser. 100% of your contribution will make it on the ground of Gaza and help those who need it in a humane manner. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation needs to not only be disbanded, but investigated. Everyone involved. It's linked to the United States with U.S. companies. They need to be put under investigation, probably tried for allowing these war crimes. And even now, the GHF leadership is denying that they kill Palestinians at these camps. When it's all over the videos. It's the whistleblower saying it. The Israeli soldiers are saying it. I'm glad that Anthony Aguilar was able to find it in himself to come forward and leave the GHF and share the truth with the world. Share this video so more people see it. Thank you, and free Palestine.